It's something to be said that we keep seeing in our news specific verbiage, and it's always the same type of verbiage from our government. In that, oh, Iran can't have nuclear weapons. You see that over and over again, specifically that type of reasoning. And oh, we've only been able to set back their program a couple of months. I think this is how the bureaucracy is managed at the top. Because if you think about the Iraq War or any of the wars our government has imposed, and almost all of them are all, in the moral sense, illegal, but also unjustified. However, because they know how to use the media in a specific way, and they leave a paper trail, or I guess a media trail, they can make up a justification with its repeated usage. And they can use that as a basis to avoid persecution later on after the deeds are done. It's just something to think about how Bush never faced any consequences for the horrors of the Iraq War and for every other war that they imposed. Obama as well. Every one of them. How did they do it? It's because they use that specific verbiage to establish legitimacy. So Trump is always going on about they can't have a nuclear weapon even though there is no proof of any nuclear weapons. Oh, and that Iran has violated nuclear weapon or whatever it is. Him repeatedly saying that, I guess, will be a way to justify it to Congress for war, or he's being told this by the people surrounding him so that his opinions can change at the drop of a hat. I believe that is how this is specifically done. This is how our government does things. To have it done properly on paper. To the people, it sounds ridiculous, but on paper, it sounds right. And our government and our legal system works on papers and works on technicalities. So they're establishing a technicality with using this. So it doesn't matter if we want it or not. They've been leaving this paper trail for 2 months now. Maybe that's how long they need to justify wars, to justify aggression, to justify U.S. involvement. There's probably layers in our government on how to approach this, and he's been approaching it, I think. I think this is how it's done. I think this is why lies are repeated like this, and why they stick to one specific lie. This is something to think about, something to notice, why it's done this way. Just today, Iran can't have nuclear weapons. We've been beat. It's like beating a dead horse. We've heard this a million times over. Who knows what goes on in their boardrooms on how they talk about war? I think it was pretty evident on how lackluster the American population is in justice when those war plans were leaked on that app or whatever, and we did nothing. In fact, we were outraged that they were leaked instead of being outraged on the fact that we were attacking another group in another country for using their capabilities to stop a genocide, which they're completely allowed and in fact called upon via international law. Yet the American public was not outraged. That why are our leaders conniving together about attacking a group of people, which we later found out weren't even who they suspected they were. They were like a tribe group celebrating or having a meeting. Those lives decimated. And people were outraged on how they couldn't keep these meetings secret enough, or that they fumbled the bag on doing things right. What is wrong with us? What the hell is wrong with us? We need to get a grip.